now to get into the big theme, which is really the elephant in the room, with especially where Recruise is positioned. This entire boom that we're seeing of GCCs in India. Give us a bit of context to this, the backstory to this, and what we should look for going forward.
All right. That's definitely a big elephant. It's already becoming big because what it started off was a smaller piece is become really big, right? And it's going to grow as well. It's going to be the at least for the this year and next year and the next. I would say next at least 5 6 years things are going to be really big, and it's promising for India. So what we're doing is we're helping a lot of GCCs scale in India, and the quality of work is also changing, right? Earlier, it used to be more of a back office setup. Right now, it's more of innovation that's happening. The IP is getting created out of India.
Right.
The talent landscape itself is changing. So that's really good. So what happens is when we look at the GCC angle, it's more of creation, which is happening out of India, innovation. As if there's always a question saying, what have we created out of India? Everything is in the US, right? Apple, Microsoft, Google, all the high-end products is getting created out of the US or other parts of the world. In India, hardly any. But I think that dynamic will change, at least in the next 5 6 years when we do have a conversation on this. I think those things, in terms of the IP, in terms of what we created, I would at least have a lot of pointers, is what I presume. But those things are changing in the GCC aspects of it. What we're trying to do, what the GCCs are doing here is to create certain product out of India. I think that'll be really interesting to see. And the talent landscape, yes. The expectation is that they want somebody who's thinking end to end, not just about executing back office talent. So that dynamics have changed in the GCC.
Yeah. That's a very interesting point that you touched on. This thing about people bringing different perspectives, and so earlier, I think the perception was that if you are in one function, and then you jumped to another function, you were somewhere viewed as not very focused. But actually today, that is becoming a big strength because especially in the context of GCCs, because they need people who are more able to think from these diverse perspectives and really problem solve and get things done,
Yeah,
which is difficult to do if you are in just one function for a very, very long time.
true. No, that's a valid point, right? They are looking at multi, experience in different fields as well. Within within the organization, have they touched upon the other elements? Makes a big difference, right? It can't be a shallow approach that you're just there and then stuck. But the other bit is about the entire fundamentals in terms of the talent depth that GCC look at and what they're creating. Any and the biggest I keep talking about a lot of leadership because we do look at a lot of leadership hiring in the GCC ranks. Okay, what's happening here is the GCC leaders. There's a lot of control in the global element, which is not really a GCC. GCC is nothing more. You have an extension like what Lalit uh, from ANSR tells that GCC is nothing but if your office is on the 11th floor, the 12th floor is what's your other office, right? That means whichever is in Bangalore is on 12th floor. It's no different than that.
Right.
It's just an extension there. So you should look at it on that concept. You should not look at it as a back end office. So they should be equally invested and as well as equally respected and looked at for any decision that's happening. They should also be on the boards where the key decisions are being made, which makes so much of a difference, right? So those things are happening already, but I would urge that any GCCs which are coming in, if they're hiring the leadership element, this part of uh, you know uh, leadership, ownership, you should give that ownership for the leaders to kind of execute things out of India.
All right. So we're ending with the rapid fire. Sachit, are you ready?
Okay, let's do it.
What's a red flag in a job interview?
not knowing about the company.
Should you take a pay cut for the role that you love?
Absolutely.
What's the biggest mistake job seekers are making right now?
Yeah, I think it's the instability. Uh, yeah, they can't be jumping every now and then. Okay, now it's my turn for the rapid fire. What's the overrated career advice?
Follow your passion.
All right. One thing you would tell someone who's feeling stuck in their career?
You don't have to have it all figured out in one go. Just keep putting one foot in front of the other. Experiment with the things that you think are bringing you energy and take it from there.
Wow.
All right, so that's a wrap on our Career Poker Night. Thank you for being with us. And make sure to follow us on our LinkedIn handles and our Instagram handles. You have them all linked below. And Sachit, any parting words?
Yeah, I hope it was useful. I enjoyed this conversation as I was looking forward for this conversation since it was more to do with career and job. Uh, I am hoping we will do more of these sessions and then add value for people who are watching. I'm sure it's mostly from the job and market and clients. A lot of questions which is answered. And if there's anything else, as Christabel mentioned, my handles below. Maybe you should reach out.
Yes, and let us know in the comments what you'd like us to cover in the next series of things to follow. I'm sure this is the first, and we're going to have a lot more such collaborative sessions to bring you.
Yeah, I thoroughly enjoyed this conversation. Thank you, Christabel.
Hopefully, we've decoded some of the rules that are governing how we can navigate our careers in today's time of flux,
Yeah,
and we'll continue doing so. Thank you.
cheers.